Hey there, everyone. This is Sherman here at Barrington Real Estate. Today I'm at Mettamade. I'm here with one of the co-owners, Morgan. Hey there, Morgan.
Hi, Sherman.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to ask a couple of questions about Mettamade and learn a little bit about the business. So away we go. Morgan, tell us a little bit about what inspired you to start this business, and I know that it's honed with your mom as well.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me as well what it's like working with your mom.
Yeah, so my mom and I, her name's Carol, we started the business in 2018, and we just started it as a hobby. She is an experienced fashion designer and seamstress, and she had her own clothing line in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
Nice.
And everything was manufactured locally, actually in Hamilton. And she had her own factory downtown and everything. And
Hamilton local through and through.
yeah, through and through for sure. And then I guess how many years later, she kind of picked it up again as a hobby, and was teaching me how to sew. And it was in response to my own. I was recovering from an eating disorder at the time. I was actually on a medical leave from work and just taking time off and kind of doing creative things and working on myself, my health, and throughout that process we started creating clothing that felt like comfortable, adaptable to like a fluctuating body weight, because that was kind of my concern at the time, was shopping for clothing that would be adapting to my weight as I was fluctuating throughout recovery.
Okay.
So that's how we started. And I was connected to community very tightly, like throughout this leave from work. I was taking Pilates classes and yoga classes, and I was attending Body Brave, which we spoke to a bit offline, and wound up working with them on the fundraising side, following my work with them as a patient or client. And we decided that this concept of clothing that was adaptive as well as inclusive, comfortable, and sustainable was really interesting, and people really gravitated towards it as I was sharing what we were doing. So we just started with pop-up markets here and there, and selling honestly out of my apartment, and
that's a great way to start. I mean,
yeah,
like pop-ups and out of the apartment, that's a great way to start the business.
Yeah, and we were taking, like, to create our size chart, we were actually taking measurements from bodies in the community, like friends that were, you know, volunteering their time, so that we could really paint like a really representative picture of the bodies in our community. So yeah, it was very much like a community project, and then we just felt like it was so rewarding and fulfilling. We decided to just like jump into it, and we launched our own website at the end of 2018. We rented a space in West Hill Village as a brick and mortar retail space in 2019. And then the pandemic hit in 2020. So we definitely had to pivot and focus more so towards e-commerce. And now, as like the world is like reawakening a bit and restrictions are lifted, we're finding this weird balance between the two.
All right.
Yeah. So that is like my long story. I don't know if you need to like edit it out.
No, of course we want to hear the story. That's what we're here for. We're here to hear the story, and you know what it means to you and what it was like when you started. Because I mean, a lot of people don't know your actual story, right?
Yeah.
And I was as a new business owner, fairly new. I know that small businesses have various challenges. Are there any challenges you guys face? You want to share with any other young entrepreneurs, and tell us how you overcame those challenges.
Sure. So I guess the first challenge I would say is like know your financials. When we started, I think we were pricing our products. We didn't really fully understand how to price our products. We used like a model that my mom had been using 30 odd years ago.
Okay.
And through a woman entrepreneur business accelerator program that I did through York University. I was partnered with a mentor. Her name is Katie Baker, and
Hi, Katie.
shout out to Katie. And she is she's a chartered accountant, but she also specializes in helping support women entrepreneurs pricing for profit so that their businesses are sustainable and they can stay in business. Because as women, we tend to undervalue ourselves and our products and our services. So that was a really big game changer for me, just like as it gave us a formula on how to price our products, but also it gave us the confidence and the awareness of how to kind of manage our financials so that we were healthy as a business.
We want your business to be healthy and successful, and we want also people to be able to enjoy the products. There's a really good balance in between that, so I'm glad you guys have found that.
And I will add that because our products are manufactured in Toronto, as well as we use sustainable fabrics, it is a little bit more expensive to make our products. And so we need to kind of factor that into our pricing as well.
Yeah.
We can't just undervalue our products based on, what fast fashion has created and set up for people's expectations.
And tell me a little bit more about the sustainability. I know that textiles is a major polluter all across the world. And how important is sustainability to you guys, and how does it impact your business?
Sustainability is very important to us. My grandfather, he was actually a climatologist. He was, it was his lifelong study to study the man-made impacts of climate change. And when we started the business in 2018, sustainability, it's now a very highly publicized topic, and it has been for the last 20 years, I would say, but I don't know if the gravity of the situation has been fully understood for so many, by the majority of the population now.
I think it's getting there, but I mean, it's been, it's been slow progress on
It's been a slow progress, and when we just started, we the first thought we had was if we're gonna bring products into this world, we're not making them out of plastic, we're not making them out of polyester, we're making them out of a natural fiber fabric that is, biodegradable, that is going to, it is going to last for a long time, so it's not disposable.
So it's not wear it for 1 year, then I'll scrap, toss it out, right?
Exactly, yeah. It's well made, it's made from fabrics that are durable, but as well as biodegradable. So if you down the line, we're talking years and years and years from now, it won't sit in a landfill for centuries. It will be it is a natural fiber fabric, and it will degrade with time.
Nice. So, and is it a company kept secret, or can we know that fiber fabric that you use? Mostly?
It is bamboo. So we use, the majority of our fabrics are made from, the majority of our clothing is made from 95% bamboo, 5% spandex. So the spandex is not biodegradable, but the bamboo is. And then we do also use tensile fabric, which is made from eucalyptus. And we do also use organic cotton as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah. I mean, bamboo, I hear that bamboo trees grow very quickly, and it's a more sustainable item than most of the other plants we use.
Yeah, and we're, as a small business, we started using what was the most sustainable option for us at the time. But as we, continue to educate ourselves and connect with more suppliers, we are exploring other options and maybe more sustainable options as well.
Nice. Now, next question is, you mentioned that you guys kind of work with, I believe it's Body Brave.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the connection with them.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I was a patient with Body Brave back in 2018, and I became, they helped me on my recovery journey, so I have a personal connection to them.
Yeah.
I befriended people in the programs that they had, as well as the people that run the business, and they are amazing, highly generous, passionate people that are, truly doing this for all the right reasons.
Great.
It is a registered charity, and they have little access to funding even still as a charity because there is some stigma around eating disorders, especially in the field of adult eating disorders.
Yeah.
Some people believe that it's a choice and that it's not, they don't quite understand that it's a mental illness and a very deadly one.
Yeah, it's that theme of like, us as a society not really knowing things about mental health and not really taking it very seriously.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I think especially during like COVID, it's been like a really big focus because it really affects people's lives like in a very serious manner.
100%.
So we'll give you a fist bump for supporting charities. That's
Thank
awesome
you.
stuff.
Yeah, and a local charity, but also with the pandemic, they've been able to expand their virtual offerings. So, they're treating people all over the country.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So now changing gears, here are the fun questions.
Okay.
Tell us something maybe fun and interesting about you or something fun and interesting about your mom that most people don't know.
Fun and interesting. I don't know how fun and interesting this is, but we are both teachers.
Okay.
She's a retired teacher. She taught special education, so that's what she did after fashion design, and then now she's returned to fashion design. And then I went to teachers college as well, so I'm also like a teacher by trade as well, but I don't teach anymore.
Okay, you guys both have some experience in shaping and developing and growing the young minds of the world.
I guess so.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much for that.
Thank you. Yeah, I think we just like naturally have that like tendency to care and to try and make the world a better place. So I think we kind of like that is a thread that kind of follows, like a thread that like kind of like trails through into your business.
Everything you do in your life, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I know that you're a Hamilton local, born and raised. Tell us some things you love about the city of Hamilton.
The city of Hamilton, I love. I grew up here, and despite moving, I always come back here. I just love Hamilton. What do I love about it? I love the nature. I love the like the RBG lands. I love the kind of the untouched trails. I love just honestly like right around the corner is Coots Paradise in Princess Point, which is just gorgeous and well maintained. There are no condos that are going to be developed around there, which is so nice. So I love the nature that is in Hamilton, and that I think will continue to be in Hamilton.
Yeah.
And I also love the food scene as well. My favorite restaurants are Bruck's House on Locke Street.
Bruck's House.
Love Bruck's House. I also like the French as well. They have a really good brunch.
The French?
The French. They're on King William.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now if I was going to the French for lunch, what should I order?
I like their omelet.
Okay.
Their omelet and their crispy potatoes are really good. Yeah. They're really good.
Delish.
Yeah.
And I guess last but not least, final question is, tell us about some of the heroes of your business, some of the people who've been integral to the success of your business.
My mother, not to make it corny, but for sure my mom. She has.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol. My mom has definitely been a huge hero, and I'm definitely just amazed by the level of creativity she has and determination to kind of put a really well-designed product into the world.
You said she's been a fashion designer for a number of years, for decades, right?
Yeah. So ever since, after after high school, she went to college and studied it, and so I just kind of continued to sew, but just went on to do other things like teaching. But it's always been like a huge passion, and she's highly skilled, so I find that really amazing, and I admire it. Her creativity and her determination. And Katie, of course, I really appreciate Katie's kind of awareness about financials, and just she kind of instilled this like confidence that I didn't quite have about understanding the financial health of our business.
Nice.
And then other heroes, I don't know, just like the people that we work with. I find like even Emma, like she's actually about to arrive. Like she's she does our like retail, I guess, but she also manages our social media, and I find that very admirable as well. Like she's quite, she's got her like finger on the pulse, and I think that's really cool. So yeah, I don't know, just the people around me I find very
awesome. And
inspiring.
I noticed that the Hamilton community is really big on supporting local, so
Yeah.
that's probably a pretty special bit as well. And I know you do international also, and are there any certain countries who you guys ship to most often or anything like that?
The States, we're starting to gain more traction in the U.S. market. We do have a small percentage of American customers, and we just actually submitted a grant that will hopefully allow us to be able to expand further into the U.S.
All right.
So I'd say, our neighbor down south is definitely like the best partner. Hi neighbors. And who knows, maybe we'll maybe hopefully be in stores, retail spaces in Canada and the U.S. So
all right.
Fingers crossed.
Well, it seems like you guys are definitely on the growth side. Looks like things are going to go onward and upward from here.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Well, Morgan, thank you very much for spending some time with us here today and letting us learn a little bit about Mettamade. Everyone, thank you very much for joining us and listening in. And this is Sherman from Barrington Real Estate. And everyone, have a good one. Bye for now.